Greetings and welcome to my channel, Act 2 Life After 50. My name is Brene Bradley. I'm a life, health, and wellness coach, and I have like a special mission where I support mature women, encouraging us to live our best lives, giving information that might be helpful. I do a posting on Mondays called Motivational Mondays, and in the post they're short, but I try to give some information that is motivating, encouraging, inspirational, or informational. Today I have a couple of tips on saving money, basically money saving tips. Now, that's not the only thing I do. I think the last one I did was on some money saving tips or something. But, there's so many things that can eat up our funds. And one of the things, I'm retired. I don't do a 9-to-5 type of job. So I want to spend my money where I want to, and I want to save where I don't have to spend. I'd much rather put it in my pocket than to give it to someone else. So I have a couple of tips for today. But before I go into those, I do want to ask that you like the video, that you share it with a friend. Help me reach other women, subscribe, follow, because it would just help me out if you did that. And I think the information would really help someone else out too. So thank you very much if you'll do that. Now, on to the tips. So I think I have it. This one is kind of a combination. The subject is insurance. This can be your homeowner's insurance or your auto insurance. So I realized this on my last installment for my homeowner's insurance. So they were going to charge me XYZ money for my annual premiums for my homeowner's insurance. And I noticed that they noted that if I was going to pay in monthly installments, it was a different price than if I were going to just pay cash in full or just pay in full. It was almost a $300 difference between paying monthly, which would have been more money than if I just paid them outright. Now, luckily, I have the ability to pay outright. And I was wondering, well, should I just give up all my money at one time or should I pay them monthly? It boiled down to $300 difference. And I figured there's a lot I could do for $300. So I decided to pay them in full. And then the next decision to make when I called to make the payment over the phone, the person said the amount was going to be a different amount, a lower amount, if I paid cash right then versus putting it on my credit card. So that was another $100 savings. So I saved almost $400 for the year by just paying cash, basically going through my bank account versus through my credit account. Because I'm always trying to gain points, but at some point the points are costing me money. So that's one of the things that you can save you some money. That's for your home insurance or your auto insurance, to see if there is an increase in price or a decrease, some kind of discount. If you pay cash, if you do a direct versus paying monthly, that's one thing. The other thing was bundling. When you bundle your homeowner's insurance with your car insurance. Now, it sounds like that ought to be a deal, right? Well, I checked for my insurance and it was actually cheaper for me to have a separate company for my auto insurance than my homeowner's insurance, because the homeowner's insurance could not match the price that I was getting for the exact same auto insurance that I have with another company. So my suggestion there is just make sure that if you're going to bundle, which is a great idea, it sounds great, make sure that you're going to save some money. It saved me hundreds of dollars a year just not to bundle. That's crazy, but that's what it was. So that's my second tip. The third tip may sound crazy to you, but it saves me money. So where I live, we don't get like regular TV. You have to have some kind of service. You have to have cable, you have to have satellite, or you have to stream, you have to do something, or just don't watch TV. So what I do is I don't have those cable stations. I stream instead. And one of the things that I do is I stream what I'm watching in the moment. So if I'm not watching a particular program, like it's off season, let's say, for example, I like The Gilded Age. So The Gilded Age, I watched the 6 shows that they had, or 4, whatever it was. And that particular streaming service, I don't need to watch anything else. And so instead of just keeping the streaming services on, when I am not watching something, when I'm not binge watching something, or if they don't have something, if off season and they're in hiatus or whatever, I cut them off. And so sometimes I might just have a basic service, and then other times of the year I'll have multiple services. And then when it comes to my TV service, which I use YouTube TV, that's almost $80 a month. Well, you can bet when there's nothing on, like football season's off or whatever it is I want to watch, I just cut it off when I'm not watching. So that saves me hundreds of dollars a year just by watching my streaming services more like a pay-per-view versus just having a monthly subscription. So that might not be, great money saved, but just from those things that I mentioned today, that's like $500, $600, $700 a year. And I don't know about you, but I would rather use my money for something else. Anyway, so that's it for today. That's my Motivational Monday. 3 tips for saving money. And if I get any more, I'll let you know. Take care.